birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bet. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a cave back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming. They know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue. They know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion. They know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan. They know what that. I came on top of the building. Yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building. Yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out. Yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my. I go to hotels when I step out. Yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What? That's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Flushed out right. And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now it's Hines. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Hines. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run with Hines, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. They run with Hines, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode, and is stiffened.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Over the middle, he hits Austin. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Darnold down to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks, because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Let's go! Blue, land it!
Here's Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And now running right through it. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Yes, sir. Leonard Fournette has a well-deserved reputation as a physical, powerful runner. He's going to drop his shoulder and run over people time and time again. I think he uses it to his advantage, though. How about that last run? Set him up. Looked like he's going to drop the hammer, but gave a little wiggle, a little shake. And what did he do, partner?
Left the defender right there in his weight. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That's going to be caught. 23 yards on the play. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Oh, now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. It's their quarterback hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he puts it through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10.
Over!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another first and 10.
Over!
On first and 10, Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Gun!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Robert Quinn coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Looking to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Detroit! Watching now, Barney! Barney! Watching now, Barney! Barney!
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. It got his man, complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 41 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll look to throw. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Detroit! 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 All right, now look at 56.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. It just needs a little more oomph behind it, and it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Breaks through the contact. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they'll run it here. near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Off of play action, Darnold. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Sharks got it left side. The 40. The 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big third down play there for the Jags. 66 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Gone! Over!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Watch him now, Barney!
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to sling this deep down, and this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Set! Green!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. 36.
Here's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Again, it's Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll drop the throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Leopard!
They run again with Hines. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Taking it right down Broadway. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over, over, over! Over, over!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now, Barney, Barney. Gone, 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 gone.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Oliver. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. A road win.